struggle, stories of life.
What's up, you local ninjas? It's your boy Cappuccino on another episode of Let's Talk Local. If you like what you see here, don't be afraid to go to the old Google box, YouTube, 216 Creator Studios, like, share, subscribe, ding that bell for the future notifications. Also, if you like what you see, leave a comment about what you like about it. If you don't like something, leave that comment too. We're always looking to improve our podcast. Today, I have greatness in the house here. Inventor, my man, Willem van der Meij, who has created something a little bit special. So listen up, all you musicians out there that get tired of pressing the foot button. We have Willem in the house. Willem, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get into your product, let's talk about, number one, are you a musician?
Yes.
And your instrument of choice?
So I have played piano since I think second grade.
Wow.
And that's more what I do now, just because it's easier. And then I also play saxophone.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I did that all through middle school, high school, did all the marching band stuff.
Nice.
In college, played for 2 big concert award shows, which that was super fun. But I haven't really done too much with saxophone since then.
No, a lot of piano people, Nico, that we get in here. We have Piano Trends as one of our partnerships here, and it seems like anybody walks in there like, look at all these pianos. Yeah, I play that all day.
They're never impressed.
No, they're not.
Nope.
Not. And I play the piano, but when I do it, it sounds nothing like when they do it. I don't know why. I just don't know why. So we're gonna go back and say a while ago, you came up with an idea with a group of people. Is it?
Yeah.
Ish.
So
tell me how that works out.
Yeah.
Tell me the need. When you found the need, what the steps were, and how long ago was it?
Yeah. So this whole journey starts, kind of my interest in entrepreneurship has been for a long time. When I was really young, I would have said I wanted to be an inventor.
Right.
So that's kind of been
That's
a
kinda cool.
longer journey, but specifically with this business and product, in college, it was my junior year of college. And one of my friends, I went to a Christian school. So one of my friends was studying to be like a worship leader. So he was studying worship music. And he had one of the little foot boxes that he would use to trigger tracks and things. And he thought it was broken. So he brought it into my room. And he was like, Willem's an engineer. He can fix it. It was just a screw loose.
You were that guy.
I was that guy. I was also the guy who had all the random stuff, and someone was like, I need a lint roller. Willem probably has one.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yep, I got one. I got you.
I got 4 of them.
But yeah, so he brought it into my room, took it apart. It was a screw loose, but we got talking more about the device. And he mentioned how sometimes it's not really his ideal solution because he'll be up on stage playing acoustic guitar, hitting the foot switches. And sometimes people wonder, like, okay, like you're playing acoustic guitar, like why do you have to hit a foot switch? So then he also has to look down, make sure he hits the right one.
Correct.
And
takes away from the performance.
Takes away from the connection. So I was like, bro, there has to be a wireless one. So we go online. I'm fully convinced that I can find him a wireless version. And I can't find him like a portable wireless version that he can just walk around with. And so this was right before our university had like the pitch Shark Tank type competition.
Okay.
So I knew the people that were running it and they needed more entrants. I was like, well, this is an idea. Might as well pitch this. And yeah, so sign up for the competition, pitched the product. I think I got 3rd place, won a little bit of money. But ended up later that semester deciding with a team of other engineers to go ahead and pursue this idea as a senior design project. So as engineers, our senior year, we all have to do some like over the course of the whole next year, work on some project thing. And you could suggest your own if you wanted to. And so this was one that we suggested, and which was really fantastic. And the university like signed off all the IP to us, which is really nice because a lot of universities want to do that. But it was a bunch of work that we had to put in anyway.
Sure.
So that's where we put in most of the development effort. And then after graduation, we didn't all continue, which is fine. But a couple of us continued and yeah, kind of polished off the product. And now we're just trying to sell.
That's awesome. So let's talk about the product. What is the product? What does it actually do?
Yeah. So the best way I can describe it to the average person is it's like a PowerPoint clicker for musicians.
Okay.
So if you're like giving a presentation, you're up on stage, you have your PowerPoint as like an assistant thing, and you want to go to the next slide, you have a little clicker thing, you hit the button, controls the software, goes to the next slide. So our device does the same thing, but for music software.
Okay.
So if you have like a backing track and you're up on stage, you hit the button on our device, goes to the next track.
Goes to the next track.
But a lot of music software we send MIDI signals. And so a lot of music software uses MIDI to do tons of crazy stuff, a lot of which we just keep having people tell us like, oh, we can probably do this. And like, you probably can. I didn't know you could do that, but you probably can. So like for things like lights and other effects.
So its value is more than just the track.
Yeah, definitely more than just the track. We also had one customer, I think a month ago, and he was the first one to get it working with his like guitar pedal processor thing. Because most of the time he's by his pedal board, he can hit whatever stuff he needs to hit. It's great. Sometimes he's not. And so if he still wants control over some effect, some sort of change, some sort of volume thing from a different spot, now he can still do that. He can just hit a button and control his pedal board without actually being near it.
Wow.
So it's not like there's an example where it's not really a replacement of the existing foot bass thing, but it really is an addition to it.
An extension to it. Yeah. That's kind of creating it, moving around easier. Nico, can we get a zoom in here on the table a little bit? So we have this product here. Go ahead and just kind of point us out on. So it's, to me, listen, I am a 74 model from the 1900s, right? So that's a Zenith TV remote to me. But that looks garage door opener-ish.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. We hear that a lot.
Okay. And so you got 4 buttons on there. Let's go through the buttons and what does that do?
Yeah. So this is the transmitter. This is the receiver. We can talk about later.
Okay.
So I got the power switch. Turn that on.
Okay.
We have our little display. So it gives out battery and then it also gives the mode. And when it's connected, it'll give out the signal strength.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have your little display, the little light showing that it's on, but it's not simply connected.
Correct. Okay.
And then a little charge port on this side and the clip on the back. So you can actually take the clip off too. So
nice.
If you want to like command strip it to something, you can.
Yeah.
But
smart.
Yeah, the buttons aren't anything specific. So that's just up to what you're map in the software.
Gotcha. You're mapping the buttons.
So in the software, you can say, I want to map button 1 to make this light turn red. I want to map button 2 to play this track. I want to map button 3 to mute this other musician.
I love that. Yeah. And you can always change it. So during your performance, you can have self-performing, right? 4 ways to not move and be like ready for the next.
And lung press will also do something different. So total, you get 8 different things that you can control.
Nice.
And so like even for tracks, a common thing is you could do like track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could also do just next track if it's in a specific order, and then you can pause, play. So yeah, it's just up to the software.
I love how universal it is. Because if you find a way to utilize it for your mission critical process, then it can also switch out to be whatever else you need it to be. It's a brilliant idea. So you guys, basically garage lab, basement lab, I think you talked about, right? Yeah. So how long did it take you to develop this?
I think from the time we first had the idea to when we could actually sell it was a little under 2 years.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
And I think of actual like significant high energy development was maybe like 15 months.
Okay.
Of that.
So is this like a mass production right now, or are you just building it per order, or how's that work?
We usually will do like small production runs, sell through those, do another small production run, and we're making it ourselves.
Okay.
So we get there's little electronic boards in there which we designed. We get those manufactured and shipped to us.
Okay.
And then the cases are actually 3D printed. So we use it's like a glass fiber PET G filament So
It's actually pretty durable, man.
yeah, that's it. We think it looks sweet.
It's super sweet.
And yeah,
It's light.
a lot easier for us than figure out injection molding.
I would, yeah.
I mean, so the other thing is, you think injection molding is easy because you can make a ton of them, but then it's also like you have to make it this certain way so it doesn't warp and like all these other things that I never learned. And so 3D printing, you give it the shape, you give it some impossible shape, it makes your impossible shape, and you're like, this is good.
Yes. Amazing the way the world works today. You know, some of these 3D printers, I'm watching people reproduce like their tail light because their car doesn't exist anymore. They don't even make it anymore if it's an older car or whatever. And so they're just like making it. Yeah. I'm like, that's pretty hot, dude. Yeah. You know? So we get, this runs off what? Type C?
Yeah. So this will charge off Type C. So then this is the receiver. It's like, it's a glorified mouse dongle. Okay. It's just big because there's a big antenna in it.
Sure.
This is a pairing button. They come paired and they'll connect to each other when you plug it in.
Okay.
But if you want to pair like a second transmitter to the same receiver,
you can.
And that's just what this button's for.
Okay.
But yeah, so you plug this into your iPad, your computer, your phone, even, and whatever software you have that uses MIDI, you can go ahead and control. So it's totally plug and play. You don't need any special drivers or anything.
So MIDI is where we, explain MIDI to our non-music people.
Yeah. So it started out,
meaning me.
It started out as just like music notes. And so it was a way to connect a electronic piano keyboard to a computer. And I'm sending note A.
Got you.
At velocity.
It's the connective tissue between a digital item and a computer or something.
And then what happened, which happens a lot in technology, is people were like, well, we have this existing protocol that wasn't made for this other stuff, but we can just make it do this other stuff, and then we don't need to make a new protocol.
Yeah.
So just kind of took the existing thing, and now it's used to trigger stuff. You can do MIDI over, it used to be a specific cable, now you can do MIDI over USB like we were doing. MIDI over Bluetooth. They have like MIDI routing over.
There's so many different ways for connectivity now.
And it's the other thing to compare to is like a normal computer keyboard, and you just send like keystrokes. It's like I sent the letter A. It's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
We're just sending note A, note B instead of letter A, letter B.
Nice.
And then it's also the same you can imagine with the software, whatever software you have active that can receive keyboard input.
Yep.
You hit A in Microsoft Word, and Word's like, that's the letter A. I know what to do with that.
Right.
And so music software, Microsoft Word is not going to know what to do with a note A, so it's not going to do anything.
Right.
But music software will
identify
be able to say,
sure.
This is a letter A. I know what to do with that because you told it what to do with
it. Okay. Will this work on live PA products like Fruity Loops or any of those pieces of software? It's like, where you create and designing your own sound, and then when you want to play those tracks, you can map it.
I mean, I'd have to look at the specific software. I haven't looked into that one.
So let's talk about software real quick, just so everybody understands. Like, we know the compatibility, right? What are the primes on that for software? What software has it been tested on for music software? And then you say that some people have found a way.
Yeah.
Right. And so do you have any statistics on that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I can list off the ones that I've personally
tested with. You're the inventor, so that would probably be great.
The first ones we first got working with is Ableton.live, which is big for all kinds of music production and DJ stuff. And then also Loop Community Prime, which is big for like church worship leaders for controlling tracks.
Okay.
And then I've worked on it with Logic Pro, with Stage Tracks, which is actually like a phone iPad thing. So I never actually controlled something on my phone, but that was somebody who reached out asking if you could do it. And I was like, well, let me figure it out.
Yeah,
you can, which is great.
Right.
So I can control my phone now, which is cool. And then there's at least another one or two that I should have in my mind that I've looked at. PreSonus Studio One, I think, was one. That's somebody, and that was actually a guy that wanted to use it for podcasts.
Oh,
it was cool. He wanted to unmute people. I think I mentioned Logic Pro.
Logic Pro.
Yeah.
Logic Pro is a big one. Yeah. I think, what do we use in Nico here at the studio? We use Logic Pro.
So you can control that if you wanted to mute me on command.
Yeah. Nice. Boop. You mute Nico right now. Yeah, well, that's awesome. So we also have a video here we can play a little bit of that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea and a demo to show the listeners. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick, Nico.
Okay, let me show you how it works. Here we have a MIDIAN Prime transmitter, a receiver, and then a little USB-C cable. So this receiver, it's just like a mouse dongle where it'll connect to the transmitter. It's got a big antenna for lots of range, which is why it's so big. So we go ahead and plug that in with USB-C cable. You can plug it into a computer, you can plug it into a phone, you can use an iPad, whatever you want. And you don't have to just install any drivers. So my Mac is prompting me to connect, allow accessory to connect, allow, and we're done. So that's plugged in. Everything ships prepared. So we just turn this on and you can see we're at about half battery and signal strength pops up to 4 and we're ready to send signals. Thank you for listening to this video. Hopefully we were able to give you some helpful information.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And listen, if you want to go to check out, it's going to be right there. That QR code right there is going to bring you over to Willem's website to where you can take a look. Can they place orders on the website?
They can.
So, okay. You can place orders on the website and everything else. You mentioned on there, what are the platform, or is it good for PC as well as it is Mac? Is it good for Android as well as his iPhone?
So Android, I assume the answer is yes. I haven't personally plugged it into it.
I love the honest answer
because I don't have one.
Right.
And I'm not trying to buy one just so I guess I can use a friend's.
I know. There's a lot of Android iPhone battle going on. Yeah. You know, I mean, at least I learned on an Android. So, but I get a lot of people that are like, yeah, you said to hold the door.
I'll say this. There's nothing I've plugged it into where I expected it to work where it hasn't worked.
That's awesome. I love that. And listen, the feedback too is always good for you.
Yeah.
So if you go out and get one, check it out. Go out and hit that QR code. If you're in the industry and you think you can utilize this, get one. And then, give feedback. That's always helpful for bettering the product. And so you're local here to Crystal Lake, correct?
So I'm from Geneva.
Oh, Geneva.
So a little bit south.
No, that's fine. You're still kind of local to us, yeah.
But yeah, and anybody in the area, if anybody wants to get a demo and see how it can work with their setup, I can definitely meet somebody.
That's awesome.
I think that would be great.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think we hit all the touch points on your device. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the next step for you guys? What's the future look like?
Yeah. So currently we're just doing this on the side. So we all have full-time jobs. Thankfully I work remote as a contractor.
Oh, nice.
Writing software, which is great. So tons of flexibility.
Nice.
So I can easily do this at the same time. And then
so you're just definitely a genius. I definitely am the dumbest guy in this room today. For sure, and I love that.
Wanted to be an inventor since he was a kid. Made this thing.
Yeah, making stuff is cool. What can I say?
It is, and the creative factor too. It's like brilliant. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So as you grow, we want to keep up with you and keep the folks out there updated on what's happening with you in this product. It's a great product, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you being on the show today. That's fantastic. Nico, do you got anything else?
I think that's about it.
I think we're done. Yeah. Listen, if you have a need, Willem has an answer. If there's a need out there that this can help you with, check them out. That QR code right there. Let him know that you saw this on Let's Talk Local, and maybe he'll work a deal with you. I don't know. Maybe you get a free picture frame. I don't know. Drew Casaccio here with Willem, sorry. I want to say William so bad, but it's Willem, right?
Yes.
Okay. Until next time, guys, listen, we're going to talk local, but we're always going to listen global.
Every story's worth a little bliss. From the heart of the town to the open air, let's talk local, we're taking you there. 216 Creator Studios, where the magic starts. Local businesses, their real work of arts. From the cafes to the shops on the street.